This video is about how we build our main storage shelf and our kitchen space. You will get some inspiration and maybe learn something for your own project. After finishing with the ceiling and walls and also finishing with the light installation, it was time for us to build our storage and shelves. A long time we were looking up and thinking about how we could arrange it. We have a really small van, which is only 2.30 m times 1.60 m times 1.40 m. The first painting looked like that, and eventually became more like that. The three main criteria: easy to access, not too big but also not too small, and lightweight. We started with the biggest shelf and used Paulovnia wood. We attached another small piece of wood to the car, where we then attached the bigger pieces from outside, as well as we used angles for making it more stable. Then we used a piece of scrap wood to divide the two compartments. For the front we attached a piece of thicker plywood. Then cut out the space where we wanted to attach the doors, used some hinges that we found, and that's it. It was time for the fridge and the drawers on the left of it. We first measured and planned the space next to the fridge, to be able to put the bamboo plate on top and all being equal height. We needed to know the size of the fridge and also needed to calculate some extra space for the air of the fridge to circulate. Then we attached the bamboo plate and cut out the lid for the fridge. When the lid was closed, we were also able to use that space as a table. Because nothing in this van is really straight, measuring and cutting was most challenging. The bamboo we used is pretty hard to cut and actually quite heavy, but we just liked the feel and the look of it, so that's why we used it. Fire! The only thing missing now is the kitchen shelf. Again, a bamboo plate for the top, a few leftover pieces in the middle, and a thicker piece for the bottom. The left side was for the sink. That sink we bought online at a boat supply shop, and it had to be really small to fit. We had a bigger tank for fresh water and a smaller one for the grey water. The fresh water was pumped by a small rechargeable water pump, and the grey water was collected by a simple black pipe. Although we tried to wash outside as much as possible, during rain time this sink was pure luxury. The right side of the kitchen shelf was for storing pans and pots and bigger kitchen utensils. We have two sliding doors on each side of the van, so the idea was to be able to use this shelf from the inside but also from the outside. We could flip up the tables outside to reach the water tanks for filling up and emptying, as well as reaching pots and pans. We were also able to move the whole shelf and make it stand on the ground. We actually used our tripod as a stand. The plate on the inside that covered the shelf was actually our main table. We used it a lot. Because of the folding mechanism, it was possible to just use as a dining table, but also to sit on the passenger seat and use it as a desk. All we had to do is just flip it. I hope you understand how it works. Next time you will see how we build our bed. We were trying to be a little creative, but also making it as useful as possible. Good luck with your conversion. If you have any questions about our build, let us know in the comments. Subscribe, like and share if you enjoy this stuff.